Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today I'm quite excited because what I have to show you is something that comes from a franchise that I absolutely adore, and also a franchise that doesn't have that much merchandising, and it comes from an old TV series from the 80s. And what was weird is that from the time the TV series was shown, they were showing in the TV series toys, action figures, vehicles, and we all wanted them, and they were never released because let's face it, there wasn't sufficient success of that TV series to support a line. I mean, there were actually plans to release a line. It was LJN we were supposed to release a line of action figures and vehicle, and they also were supposed to release a big action figure which was 12-inch. That 12-inch or 10-inch, I think it was a 10-incher, and that one they released, and that's the only thing they released out of the line. So I won't keep you in suspense a bit longer. It's the Visitors, the TV series from the 80s with the alien invasion that doesn't start like an invasion. Brilliant TV series by Kenneth Johnson from the 80s, and in the series they were showing kids playing with visitor action figures, and that's why it's so frustrating. And literally a young company, because they haven't been in business for that many years, from the UK, called Nema Studio, has decided to do something about it, and they've released through their, I would say, their brand, Cheesecake Customs, if I remember well. Yeah, Cheesecake Custom. Actually, I could tell you that because it's written just in front of me. They released a very small run of those action figures, and there's a first wave of 3.75 inches V action figures. So they may not be to everyone's liking because they've got a style that is quite particular, which is quite retro with well, you're going to see, but I absolutely adore them. So the first visitors are Diana, of course, because you need to have Diana. You do have a shock trooper. You do have the visitor unmasked, and you do have a visitor with these glasses and with a hat. So basically that's what it is. There's a fifth figure, because if you were pre-ordering with them, you were actually getting a fifth figure that I will show later, because we want to see the other figures first. And so it's, as I said, it's a very small run, so it's really done like customs. But they are action figures. They are not, you know, they've been painted professionally. I mean, everything has been done professionally. And as I said, maybe you will not like the style of them, because it's a very particular, a bit caricatural style in ways for the faces. Well, yeah, well, you'll see, but I absolutely adore them. So let's start with Diana. So basically all of the figures have this blister with the V logo, of course, the visitor symbol here, and you do have Diana Alien Visitor 3.75 action figure, and on the back you've got the 4 action figures that are released for the moment. And I know that some people are going to think I'm being sacrilegious, but I've been dying to open those, even though I'm sure that most people will keep them in their blister, which I can well understand. I mean, it is quite a special type of action figure, so I could understand that people may not want to take them out of the pack. And the thing is, if you don't take them out of the pack, you will never see one important thing, which is that they come with accessories. So here we go. I've opened the first one. So here is Diana. So Diana is here. As you can see, I mean, the heads, there is this little, I would say, caricatural look to them. I mean, I'm sure, I mean, this is the style that they've decided to go for, but I really like them. The bodies are really nice. So there are 5 points of articulation, so you can basically do the leg, you can do the arm. The arms don't go very high because you actually have the 1980s shoulder pad that are preventing you from going too high, and of course the head, but of course with her hair it's difficult to turn her head. But I mean, to be fair, she looks very, very cool. I mean, I really, really like those. They are really good fun. And she comes with a gun. She does have the visitor gun. I mean, it is the visitor gun as we remember it in the TV series. So we're going to see if she can actually hold it, because quite often with that action figure, it's the big suspense is that can those be held in hands? I'm careful because the plastic may be a bit rigid, so I wouldn't want to actually break her thumb. But basically here she goes, and she can actually carry her gun. So that's Diana, the first one, and she can stand up. Yep, she can stand up. So that's the first one. The second one is, we're going to see, of course, the unmasked visitor. So it's the same blister, and we're going to see if he has the same weapon, because all four have accessories, but I'm not sure if they all have the same. So here he is. As I said, I mean, once again, it's this, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I say caricatural, but it's this a bit deformed, a bit like Funko-esque or whatever you want to call it. That is very, very trendy, I think, nowadays. So it looks really, really cool. So same thing, he's got all his articulation, and of course this one can turn his head because he doesn't have hair in the way, and he does have the same weapon. So I'm going to put his weapon in his hand. Seems to be actually easier to put it in his hand than on Diana. So here we go. This is the second figure, and he stands up. Yay! Third figure is the shock trooper. So same thing. I mean, we do have the same blister. There's no difference at all. It does say that it's not a toy, so it's a collectible. I really, really like those. I think they're fun, and I think they're actually even more fun outside of the pack. But that may be just me, because I love having stuff. Ooh, that's nice. And actually, our shock trooper has a different weapon. So here is the shock trooper, looking really, really good. So same thing, he's got the articulation like the other, and of course, because of the shoulder pad, we can't go any higher than this. He's got, of course, his and he's got a massive, and I mean a massive gun. I mean, that's really a shock trooper gun. I'm not quite sure how it's going to fit in his hand. It's going to be difficult. As I said, it's difficult because it's such a big gun. It's quite difficult to actually find the best way. You can actually put it in his hand, but it's a bit difficult to keep it. So which is a shame. Let's try that way. Maybe that way works better. Yes, that way works. We can actually fit it. As you can see, because that weapon is so big, it's difficult to. But I still think it's really cool that they actually added some accessories, because I mean, that's not something I was expecting at first. I thought that I didn't think they would have accessories. And then we do have the last one of the four, which is the regular visitor with his hat and his glasses to hide the fact that they're very, very sensitive to light. Here we go. And of course course, he's got his accessory, which is once again the gun, same gun as before. And here is the fourth one, and looks really cool as well. I mean, I really like those. I think they're really good fun. Just trying to show you better. They're fun. I mean, I would love to have something a bit more realistic. Let's be clear about that. But well, first of all, there's none. There's nothing about V as far as action figures are concerned, and I think this guy did a very decent job with them. They're really, really good fun. And basically, the thing to know is that if you pre-ordered with them, you could actually get a fifth figure. So there is actually a fifth figure, which is a variant of the one we've got here, and it's a fully glow in the dark version of the unmasked visitor. So basically it is that visitor as a glow in the dark version. I tried it. It glows fantastically. I mean, even there it glows, even though it's not in the dark, but I assure you it glows very, very well. So here we go. I think they're really cool. I really, really like them. Very, very happy with them. So we do have Diana. I'm just going to show them to you again. So we do have Diana, and we do have the unmasked visitor. We do have the shock trooper. I'm leaving his gun on my desk. The shock trooper. And we do have the regular visitor with his hat and sunglasses. And of course, for people who pre-ordered, you could get that figure. I don't think that figure will be available anymore. The cool thing is they've already announced a wave 2 of those, which will contain Donovan and Julie and Ham Tyler. And is it, I can't remember if it is, let me double check because I can check. John, the commander, you know, the one with the gray hair. So John, and he will have his face half ripped, so you can see actually his lizard face underneath. So those are very, very cool. And if you pre-order, at least for a while, I think if you pre-order before, let me check. I think you need to pre-order. Yeah, pre-order of this product will receive an exclusive secret figure, whatever that is, but that should be fun. So here we go. You basically can order those. So it's a company in the UK. If you go to nemastudios.com, and basically everything is there. They're not very expensive. I think they're £25 each, and you can actually buy them by the full wave if you want. So here we go again. So that's the regular visitor, that's the unmasked visitor, that's Diana, and that's the shock trooper and the glow in the dark variant. So really, really cool. And so I thought it would be something different to talk about, and I'm very excited. I'm waiting for wave 2. I hope it comes very quickly. It's supposed to be released next year, but anyway, that will be for another story. Bye.